Hey everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today we are taking care of our level 40 warrior quest. Hello there, Curious Gorge. What is going on with you today? Curious Gorge would share with you a shocking revelation about his tribe's past. And what ability are we getting? Ooh, the second step in our AoE combo. Very nice. Hello again, my friend. It is quite obvious that you have been anything but idle in your training since last we met. Your progress is heartening to look upon, truly, but it also serves to remind me that each hour I spend poring over ancient texts is an hour not spent honing my skills. I fear my worth on the battlefield is diminishing by the day, yet I am certain that my studies of the Chronicles will yield something of use. In fact, just last night I discovered how the warriors of my tribe came to be shunned by the outside world. Upon witnessing my people's prowess with the axe, the armies of the city-states began to incorporate similar techniques into their own training regimens. These are the self-same techniques that I have been instructing you in, Satora, ones which call upon the inner beast. The consequences, of course, were dire. Yes, their soldiers became nigh on unstoppable, but they also became wholly uncontrollable, and both friend and foe fell prey to the ensuing carnage. Of course, the heads of the city-states laid the blame for these atrocities solely at the feet of my kind, promptly banning the ancient art and imprisoning anyone suspected of teaching it, or so the chronicles say. What I find hard to grasp, though, is that never once during my training did my brother hint at this dark history, nor have I myself ever seen one of my tribe succumb to the rage that the chronicles describe. Could it be that the tales are mere falsehoods, stories concocted by some long-forgotten enemy who would poison our heritage and befoul our tribe's name? Who in their right mind would seek to sully something so pure, and why would my ancestors simply bow their heads and suffer such ignominy? That my people should be so weak, so utterly bereft of pride, is inexplicable. I refuse to believe it. It matters not if these claims are groundless. If they prompted my tribe's art to fade into obscurity, then the damage has already been done. Well, I for one will not turn a blind eye to this injustice. If none of my people will give the lie to the stories that have been so tarnished our reputation, then it shall have to be me. But once again I lose myself in history and forget the present. If you recall, I spoke to you of my former comrade from the company of heroes, and the great woolly beast we have been pursuing. The beast remains on the loose, and to toss up ponds of salt in the wound, fell creatures that appear to be its minions and wreaking havoc on the innocent residents of Wineport. Were you and I to succeed in quelling the threat, surely the people would see that warriors are no fearsome beasts, but valuable allies. Together, Satora, we will win back our proud name. Now let us away to Wineport to meet with the captain of the militia. Alright then, let's go see if we can help out the people of Wineport. Wrong way, we are getting very confused by the map. Oh, goodness. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and meet you over at Wineport. It's not too far of a trek. Alright, made it to Wineport. Hello there, militia captain. What can you tell us about the threat that's been plaguing you? My friends, Wineport is much obliged for your aid. The fiends come relentlessly, and what few able-bodied men we have find themselves hopelessly overmatched. Indeed, the western gates have been so besieged that they are currently left without any man defense. Leave the defense to us, my good man. I shall secure the western gate. Satora, you defend the town from the east. Together we will form a bulwark that not a single fiend can penetrate. Once the enemy has been driven back, we return here. We return here to back up the captain. Got it, Satora? Sounds like a plan. Alright then, let's get going. We'll protect it from the east, Curious Gorge from the west. Alright, and here we are. Who's gonna dare show up against us? I probably should have eaten some food. Hang on, let's see. Do we have any... Walnut bread would probably be good. It's tenacity, so it's tank food. Alright, let's do this. We just got raptors? That don't seem too bad. So let's take all three of them down, and we can probably regroup after that if it's just raptors. Not the strongest targets by a long shot, but In numbers, I can see them being a threat. Oh dear, more of them came. Okay. Hang on, Juniper. Get back out here. And while I should be getting out of the AoEs, it's not an issue. They're not doing that much to me. Oh, okay, yes, I'm seeing the issue now. With this many waves of enemies, yes, I am definitely seeing why there is an issue here, and they're getting up to level 40. Goodness, that is a bit of an issue. Okay, anyone else want to try me? Looks like we're clear. Alright, let's get back to the captain, see how he's holding up. I expect Curious Gorge is probably about done on the west side as well. But that was a lot of beasts. Why are they coming after Wineport like this? Thank the 12 you're safe. We have need of your skills yet. I just heard a scream and I fear that one of the beasts might be loose in the village. Come with me. Oh no. You monster! Get away! Get away! Monster, but I... Come no closer, Satora. I beg of you. I must return to the falls. You okay, Curious Gorge? What happened? What happened to you? Whatever has gotten into Curious Gorge? 'Tis true he fought like a man possessed, but to mistake him for the very beast he hunts, methinks the child's parents have been feeding her a few too many ghost stories for her own good. Worry not, friend, I shall speak to the villagers and clear up this most unfortunate misunderstanding. Do return to the falls and assure Curious Gorge that Wineport is indebted to him for his aid. Yeah, that was odd. He got a little into the fighting, but he was clearing out the beast so they wouldn't harm the villagers. And sometimes when you're fighting with an axe, it's gonna get a little messy. I feel bad for the kid, but he was just getting a little bit into it. It's fine. Let's go back and check up on him. Hello there, Curious Gorge. How are you feeling? Satora, please forgive me for leaving so abruptly earlier. It was a hasty reaction to a situation for which I was completely unprepared. Hey, fair enough. You were called a monster by a child that you were protecting. That would probably unsettle most people. While both you and I know that I was in complete control of my inner beast, I now realize that to the layman's eye, it may have seemed that, well, the opposite was true. Mayhap it was this very misapprehension that led way to the lies which led to my tribe's disgrace. And if that is the case, then perhaps I should return once more to the Chronicles and endeavor to reassess their message in light of this discovery. Speaking of light, your soul crystal, Satora, it sparkles. Does the soul of the warrior have aught to reveal to you? Does any whispers of import? Ah, if only they hadn't forsaken me as they did my brother. Ahem. Yes, well, I suppose that is that. I must continue my studies and you your training. I hope to have something new for both of us very soon. Until then, my friend. Hey, that is possibly a good lead into why the warriors fell into disgrace. Hopefully you're able to find something. And we get Mithril Tempest. Alright, let's go ahead and set that up on our hotbar. That is going to be the second stage of our AoE combo. We go from Overpower into Mithril Tempest. They combo into each other, which is very nice. Let's see. Oh yes, recently we picked up Vengeance, reduces damage taken by 30%, delivers an attack with a potency of 55 every time you suffer physical damage. Very good mitigation ability. And let's see, Mithril Tempest delivers an attack with a potency of 100 to all nearby enemies. If comboed after Overpower, it has a potency of 150. It also grants Surging Tempest, increasing damage dealt by 10% for 30 seconds. It also extends Surging Tempest by 30 seconds to a maximum of 60 seconds. Very nice. Good ability. We're going to want to keep that up as often as possible, so it might actually be worth opening up with an AoE combo before we go into our regular combo. And just using an AoE combo every now and then, every 30 seconds or so. Alright then, with that, we are holding off the hunting logs for this round of job quests. We'll be doing them once we get to the level 45 job quests. But for now, next time on Final Fantasy XIV, I'm going to be taking the long voyage back to Kurthus, because it is time to continue our investigations into Inquisitor Guillaume and find out why he hates us so much, so that hopefully we can gain access to the Stone Vigil. I'll see everyone next time for that.